as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
So it's the Cavaliers now. The Warriors making the shot. Love goes in. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Irving kicks to Green. Here's Big Dog. 9 points in the game so far. Irving passes to Green. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Green's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to...
And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into every game.
I go back and I'm able to, read the scouting report, and also when I get to the arena, I also watch more film on each and every guy that's going to be playing.
I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there or caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it and some guys don't, but he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us. And guys, we've seen the Warriors really take control here.
This has been a shooting drill thus far.
Warm-up jumpers because there hasn't been much resistance.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Channing Frye out there with Mozgov. And it's Dellavedova in at the point. Pulls up, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team. Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Well, we know that Mozgov started last season with the Nuggets and then was traded to Cleveland midway through the season.
And what an impact he made on the Cleveland Cavaliers, particularly at the defensive end. His size and his activity really helped the Cavs become outstanding at the defensive end.
The Warriors making a switch here. DeRozan's checked in. There's the pass to Hooper. Green dishes to Davis. He had a nice open look right there. And the Warriors lead by 15.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And credit to the Cavs for going out and getting Mozgov. I mean, they paid a hefty price giving up the 2 first-rounders, but thus far he's proved to be worth it. Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And they're starting to heat up is what they're doing. They're on fire. I mean, that's what they need to climb back into this game.
Kicks to Curry. It's tipped. And so the ball's out of bounds. Shumpert touched it last.
And the Mozgov trade, guys, for the Cavs, I think can be viewed as their big turning point in the season. He completely changed the defense of their team. He was that missing piece of the puzzle.
Davis kicks to Curry. From deep three-point range. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The Cavaliers trail by 11. LeBron passes to Frye. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And it's the Warriors on the break. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean... It's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And Anthony Davis, growing up in the rough south side of Chicago, because of the violence. His father didn't let him venture to the playground. Instead, he built a basketball court in the backyard. This young man has come a long way.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Cleveland's head coach was saying to his team. He said their plan was run their offense through LeBron. Coach stressed the importance of getting the ball in his hands as soon as possible at the start of their possessions. No question he's going to be the key guy for them offensively. He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. I'm sure Coach is hoping those changes turn the tide in this game and shrink the deficit before halftime. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris. And Davis stayed around the game in grade school. He'd keep the clock, sell the tickets, even someone said sell nachos.
Humble beginnings, partner, humble beginnings. Didn't even dream of NBA stardom. Said he wanted to be a high school coach. Obviously, things have changed now. You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Love comes in for Mozgov, and it's Livingston in for Shumpert. Curry dishes to Davis. Clock at 4. Durant just inside the line, and that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Talking about Channing Frye last year, the three-point shot still there for the second straight season, Greg. He hit the second most threes among power forwards again, landing in back of Kevin Love.
Yeah, and offensively fine, but that defense, Kevin, was not there. And Frye was neither quick enough or aggressive enough to stop anyone. And you know he has the talent. It's up to him. He's got to dig a little deeper if he really wants to realize his potential.
Livingston kicks to Love. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
And the Warriors with some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Kerr. And Irving subbed in for Big Dog. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Smith comes in for Matthew Dellavedova. Outside Irving, out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
Cavaliers call. I'm putting you in.
1:04 left now here in the second. They set the screen. Kicks it out to Love. Off target from three-point range. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. Cleveland shooting their fourth and fifth attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season. And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. Was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
Just 5 to shoot. Irving, good.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
The Cavaliers trail by 16. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
He's jammed himself up a little bit here with that second foul. But as long as he can avoid a third before the half, I think he's fine.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. We know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Thompson. And it's Big Dog in for Kyrie Irving. 19 seconds left in the first half of the game. Tipped away. Here is Livingston. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. He feeds it to LeBron. A fadeaway. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And we've...
Thank you, Kevin.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. So it's Golden State who's out on top at the half. They lead by 15. And we'll go to Kenny first. What'd you see out there?
The thing I've noticed more than anything is how well they spread the floor at the offensive end. Their spacing has been fantastic, and the end result has been a lot of good looks from three-point land. And now they've established themselves from long range, and the defense has to adapt. They're in really solid position right now.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
Well, when you look at the opponent field goal percentage, that tells the whole story. They gave them way too many good looks. When they come out of the break, they got to play way tougher, Ernie. Get those hands up. Get in your opponent's face. Do something.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.